YouTube, Troystarz Trucking. In this video is a very important video, guys, and I'm back. You know what I mean? It's a boy Troystarz from Troystarz Trucking. You know what I mean? All of my older subscribers will know the history, but don't worry if you don't know it. I'll get you back on track, right? So in this video, I'm going to a park, and the reason I said this because this video is a continual video from that park video. I did a video in the park about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, if I'm not lying, if I think I got this right. I did a video in the park 3 years ago, and this is a success from that video, meaning whatever I mentioned in that video, I'm here now to disclose and to give you some information. So I just leave out, I really get ready. I basically dressed up for this video. Well, not really dressed up, but you know what I mean. Ensure I came out to get some attention, but I don't want anyone to be distracted, because I don't want the wrong impression or the wrong story to be circling here, because that's not my aim. My aim is to basically, it's more of a focus. I'm more of a focus strategy. Stay on track and believe in yourself, believe in everything that you said in the beginning, right? And people that is maybe looking up to you or following you or believe in you, you just want to give them like another insight of your belief never went in vain, right? Or the hope that I bring to the table never go unnoticed, right? In terms of I didn't just let you guys feel like, okay, Troy's out here doing this much, or Troy out here get you all hyperactive and ready, knowing that I wasn't gonna go the extra mile. So in this video is to let you guys know that I did go the extra mile, and I just want to share it with you guys, and also let you know that I apologize for the length of time I taken before I release another video. This was quite a while. Anyway, guys, so I just want to let you know that catch me back in the park. So we're going to be in the park and we're going to talk about it. So thanks for tuning in. Troystarz Trucking.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.
Now basically I came to the park, but now that I'm at the park, it's winter just finished basically, and it's like it's spring now. So there's a lot of water because the snow had melted, right? And maybe it was raining sometime, I can't remember. But where I used to be, where I did the video that I want to do now, it's right here, and it's all surrounded by water. So I came back and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do it in the walkway type of thing, because there is I'm the only person that's crazy enough to get over in the swamp, basically. So everyone else is on the outside of this park. This is basically just a park that people would walk and stuff, but yeah, it's all surrounded by water now. Just gonna get the video started, not gonna waste too much time. I'm gonna start like this. In the beginning, for those who don't know, I came to Canada as a truck driver, right? So when I came on a work permit, right? And I came to Canada I came for the job. I came to make some money. I came to, explore. I came to feed my family. I came to make a change, because if you know, but I was actually a truck driver in Jamaica, so I do a lot of sales work. I work for a couple of companies, and now I'm here working for myself. So the real attention is this. I mentioned in the video to you guys that I wanted to start something different. I wanted to come, I wanted to grow, I want you guys to see what the growth is like. I want to let you know that not because sometimes the career that you choose to do may not seem like the official, you know, like necktie, briefcase type of thing. Sometimes the work that people less look at or look down on actually work out, right? Most time those are the type of work that work out. Like for example, in trucking, there's a lot of people, you know, you will say, yo, I'm a truck driver. They'll be like, truck driver? You're not gonna like, you know, go to school to maybe do something else, like, you know, truck driving, like that's what your career is gonna be. And when people say it like that, sometimes it come off, it let you feel some type of way, like you're wondering if you're actually doing the right thing. But if that's what you love and that's what you like to do, then sometimes you have to just ignore what they are saying and continue on your part, because you never know. So, funny story before I get more into details. I remember knowing this girl that you know, we were actually vibing type of thing, and she mentioned to me, well, she tried to put it, you know, like put it a way that it wouldn't come off. So, you know, but I understand what she was trying to say. So she said to me like, Troy, you're planning on going back to school? Like, so I said, yeah. She said, to do what? I'm like, you know what, I want to like learn about excavators. I want to do like, you know, drive those excavator thing, or those long tall thing that take the crane, those crane things. That's one of my goal, or a go-to that I want to do. I haven't completed it yet, but it's still in mind, but that's what I want to do. And she said, like that's what you want to do. Like, you're doing trucking now, you want to do excavator. You don't want to do something different, like go back to school to do, like, you know, be a lawyer, or be a she called some names, some type of, but when I look into it, and the names that she called was more like a clean work, office type of thing, you know, like a more, not saying that those work are not good, but that will distract you when you know in yourself that, listen, those type of jobs are not really, it's not really in your niche. It don't really suit you type of thing, because that's not what you're not interested in, and then again, you didn't pay a lot of attention to school to really get there too. You know what I mean? But I mean, she called me out basically, and I was like, you know, I tried to find some nice, you know, cute, easy way to say that, you know what, for now I'm just gonna do some trucking, and then see where you know, this trucking thing take me. But leaving that conversation that night, I was thinking, I'm like, you know, that she was actually saying, I need to find myself. I need to stop driving truck and find something better to do. I think that's basically what she was trying to say to me, and I didn't miss the point, but at the time when she said it, it was kind of, okay, that was a low one. I mean, you know what I mean? Especially when you yourself chasing a dream that you're not so sure yourself, but that's what you like to do, and you feel so invested in it, and then also on top of investing, you feel so comfortable, proud. Whatever you're making as the income can, you know, pay your bills, you can live, you know what I mean? You have no stress type of thing. You know, you're doing something that you actually like, you know? So, you know, you feel some type of way when you kind of hear it from somebody that maybe you're interested in, and they want to like route you into a different field. Moving on from when she asked me that, maybe about 11 years ago, I think, because it was before I came to Canada, right? So it was a long time. So forward to now, I see where I came to Canada, I expand in trucking, you know, I earn a lot, doing a lot, you know, gain a lot, and also proud of what I achieved, right? And she came back to mind. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out. I need to give her a call. Not like I'm trying to, yeah, well, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna even lie. I wanted to know what was going on her side, to be honest, because she was going to college at the time when she mentioned it to me, you know. So I called her. So when I called her up, I said, hey, what's up? You know, talking, and she said, oh, long time I don't hear from you. How are things going? I said, I'm going good. How about you? And she's like, yeah, you know, I have some student loan that I have to pay and stuff. And I'm just jumping the gun. She didn't start like, we talk more stuff. I'm just jumping to the real point, right? She's like, you know what, I'm here and I'm starting some, I'm working as a manager. And I said, nice, good. I mean, your college finally paid off, I guess. So she's like, no, I didn't start that in that career. I'm basically at a liquor store. I'm you know, basically I was working as a cashier, and then I'm now like a supervisor for the liquor store. I said, liquor store? What do you mean liquor store? Like the place that make the liquors or what? She said, no, like a store that sell the liquors. I'm like, okay. Okay, so I said, what about this school? What about those types? She said, I mean, I haven't get anything in that field yet, but I'm still working into it, and I have my master's or whatever she said, but she mentioned some stuff that she had or what she get. I'm like, okay. She said, how about you? I haven't heard from you for a minute. I'm like, I'm still in trucking, doing my thing. She said, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I said, no, you know, she asked me more, so I know I get into it. I'm like, yeah, so I'm in trucking. I actually own my own trucking company. I have over 15 trucks now. I'm running a fleet with 18 employees, and you know, I'm doing, you know, I'm just you know, kind of chilling type of thing. But I'm home now because I'm not really driving any trucks at the moment because the trucks are, you know, full with drivers and stuff. But I'm just chilling. I'm just reaching out to you because we haven't talked in a minute. You know, I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of soaking it in type of thing, like, cause I remember. So to be honest, no, this is not like, don't get it the wrong way. I'm just trying to say, believe in what you like, or believe in the career that you choose. You know what I mean? Because some people differ you from going that direction. You feel some type of way because you feel like this is not what you want, right? So believe in it. Continue on the same journey. You don't know what may happen down the road, especially when you like something that pays and you can make a living from it. That's where the joy is, right? I know I started my YouTube channel from 2015. 2015 or 14, somewhere there, because when I came from Jamaica to Canada, you know, to do the truck driving, I wanted to share everything that I know and everything that is happening here in Canada to my fellow Jamaicans that are interested in coming to Canada to do trucking, right? So I said to myself, you know what? Because there's so much stuff that is hidden, you know what I mean, that people do not know a lot of. Most of the people that was here before us didn't kind of share anything with us in terms of what to expect if we do get a chance to come to Canada. They didn't share that we could actually get a chance to come to Canada and do anything we do with trucking and, you know, change it. It was like a hidden thing. So when I got the chance to do it, I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to share what I know. I'm going to share what's happening. I'm going to have other people get an idea that, you know what, if you want to try this, this is the way of doing it. Or if you don't, I mean, once someone is interested in what you're doing, or once that person have an interest in what you're doing, you to start a channel talking about it or to advise them of it, they will pay attention once they are interested in it. So for me, it was those who are interested. I know I caught a lot of people that wasn't even looking that direction, but they found themselves interested after my videos, right? And I appreciate that. And before I go any further, I just want to reach out to I don't remember the person's name, but they reach out to me on Instagram and like be like, Troy, what is happening? Where are you? We're not seeing you. You know what I mean? You're not doing any more video. What's up? I'm here, guys. I'm here, and I really apologize, but it was a rough year and a half for me. When my channel got shut down, I wasn't monetized. They unmonetized my channel, but it was still showing the videos. You could watch the videos, but on my side, I wasn't getting paid. And we all know doing something that you're not really getting paid for, but you're gonna take away time from what you're really getting paid for, you have to step back a bit and be like, you know what, I have to focus on what I'm really getting paid to do, because I have bills to pay, I have family to feed, and I have life to live. So yes, I can always go ahead and do free videos or videos that I'm not getting paid for, or I can focus on what really putting food on the table. And I choose to go to what putting food on the table, meaning even though they demonetized my channel, shut it down from not getting paid. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But for not getting paid, they shut it down, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to go the extra mile to back and forth with these people. I was actually fighting. I was actually fighting with them. And I said fight, I mean like, I actually was back and forth with them of why my channel is, why they closed my channel down, and why not open up my channel, you know, what happening. But the real reason was because we did that truck show thing in Ottawa when they were locking down, wanted us to take that, you know, you know what I mean. When they wanted us to take that thing in the hand type of thing, and we already know that we were always in our trucks, not going. We weren't even entering the buildings that we were delivering goods to, and they wanted us to take that thing before we could come across the border and stuff. So we already know that something was off. So we said no, we're not gonna work with that. That's not, we're not causing any harm to the outside world type of thing, because we are not with the outside world in so many cases. Meaning we are always in our trucks. Literally, we're in our trucks based on how we load, how we offload, and how we do our paperwork. Because when we get into to give our paperwork, those people, we have our masks on. Those people are behind a glass thingy. We push the paper under there, give it to them, and they, we open the back of the truck, reverse it on the dock, and they're the one that get in there and offload it. So our work is done. We just get back into our truck and sit and wait. So we didn't need to be type of thing what they were trying to push towards. So we know it was a different agenda. So for that reason, I was in the truck rally thing, debating or protesting or whatever they call it. But I mean, yeah. That being said, I posted some videos of that on my channel, and I think that's what caused my channel to close down. Wasn't getting paid, demonetized. I was, so I said, you know what? YouTube, I will see you guys again. I will come back. I will come back another day, but I'm not gonna fight back and forth, because my channel was shut down for 1 year and a couple of months. I did do 1 and 2 videos out there because I was getting pressured from my subscribers, which, I have to say thank you guys. But I was getting pressured from my subscribers to do videos. So I had to do a couple of videos, even though I wasn't getting paid for them. I just, you know what, I've got to tell them what's happening. So that's what the big deal was. I wasn't getting paid. Anyway, guys, I'm here today to announce something I mentioned quite a while. I'm here to announce something that I mentioned quite some time, right? I'm here to announce something that I mentioned quite some time, guys. So this is it. I now personally get my work permits for Troystarz Trucking. The purpose or the reason for this video is to announce to you guys that yes, I did get my work permit for my trucking company. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking, about 3 years ago I was in this park and I was mentioning that I partner with a school in Senton. That school go by the name of Drive A Spec. The person that is running that school is Andre. And Andre reached out to me and be like, Troy, I see what's happening with you in terms of the trucking world, and I'm starting up a school here in Jamaica, and I would like you to be on board to help me grow what I want to start, because this is my qualification on the trucking school. This is what I achieve in terms of paperwork and qualifications, and I would like to further my business in teaching the guys in Jamaica how to drive. That's piqued my attention, and the reason why it piqued my attention is because I know that I wanted a company like that to work with. Why? Because my aim was today date, in terms of I needed to have a contact in Jamaica to further finish what I started. What I mean, when I start my company, I wanted to get drivers from Jamaica to come and drive here, you know, on a work permit. The same way how I got here, the same way how trucking changed my career, this is the same thing I wanted to do for my fellow Jamaicans. So I said, you know what, I'm going to start my trucking company, right? I'm going to get some permits and I'm going to send for some drivers and I'm going to, you know, do my thing for Troystarz Trucking, right? So when he called me up on that type of thing, I'm like, yes, you're on track, my friend. Yes, no worries, I'll come on board. Sorry, there's a train passing and the train is distracting me. Oh my goodness. So back to what I was saying. I actually get the opportunity to get some work permits for drivers to come to Canada. And that is a big of a achievement to me, to actually accomplish this type of thing. I'm feeling extremely proud of myself, right? Where I'm coming from, where I plan to go, right? So I came back to this park, because I mentioned this 3 years ago, and some of the stuff that I mentioned in the park here, some of the stuff that I mentioned was I wanted to start the trucking school, and I want drivers from the school, but I didn't mention it so many words, because I don't want to mention that the school was supposed to help you to come to Canada. I didn't mention that, none at all, because the reason I didn't is because if I did, then people go to the school just because of the opportunity to come to Canada, which is good, because opportunity, you can take it once it. But I also did want the people that genuinely wanted to make a change in their life or their living. I want that person to say, you know what, I am gonna go to the school and I'm gonna, you know, learn the necessary, get my license and finish trucking. So most of the people that went to the school actually didn't went to the school because they're thinking of coming to Canada. Well, let me rephrase that. Most of the people that went to the school didn't go to the school because they're saying when they go to the school, when they finish the school, they're gonna come to Canada to drive trucks. But they have it in the back of their mind, but they also go to the school because they want to drive truck, they are interested in trucking, and they want to start their trucking career, but they want to start it on the right path, which is good. That being said, I find myself getting the opportunity to employ a couple of the drivers from the driving school. Now, if you've seen this video, those permits are already gone. So I know you're gonna be in the DM and be like, Troy, permit, you can put me on. Troy, I used to reach out to you this time, that time. I get it. I only can do so much. But I'm just here to say this. Not because I get permit once doesn't mean I can't get it twice. It just means that I'm the one that need to take care of these drivers that I have now, treat them with the proper respect, give them what they deserve type of thing, so they don't make any type of complaint on me, which is bad, and enable me to get another chance to get more work permits. So it's not like it's stopped now. So what I'm actually trying to say is, it's something that I want to grow. I'm doing this with a lot of ideas behind it, right? And now it's just a beginning. It just started. I have a driver that used to follow me. He's not in Jamaica, but he's in a different Caribbean islands. And he reached out to me. He was one of the guys I had on my list to say, you know what, make sure you prepare yourself. Because this is what I say to everyone. I say, listen, get yourself ready, be prepared, you know what I mean? I even go as far as say, you know what, reach out to the school in Jamaica, let the guy know what you're planning on doing, let him know how you can pay, let him know everything, see what they, you know, take your time. You don't even need to rush, but take your time. And because I'm working with the school, I would feel better taking guys that used to go to that school. Not like it's a preference. Yeah, well, it's a preference. But I mean, I would take, because I'm working with that school, and because I know that the guy had the proper training for the guys, because that's where the important part is. You can drive trucks, but if you don't have the necessary training that go along with getting the license in Canada and also know how to drive in Canada, it can be bad for the company that hire you in Canada. Meaning, the insurance companies are looking for everything. Most of the hiring doesn't even come through the company, to be honest. Well, it comes through the company, but this is what I'm trying to say. When a company hire you or trying to employ you and going through your paperwork, one of the stuff that they do is to send your name and your abstract to the insurance company. The insurance company is the person that says, we can take this person, he will look at his stuff, we do a review on him, and it's good to go on the insurance that we provide to your company. And the insurance can also say, we are not interested in this person because they have no experience, they don't have any qualification, and we are not taking that risk. So if you want to employ this person, you cannot use our insurance to do it. And that's where, you know, we can say hell break loose, because no company is not gonna, you know, kind of break their insurance for one person. No, it's not gonna go like that. So that's why I'm interested in people that go to the school, get the proper training, so that, because I'm a small company, I'm the easiest company for the insurance to say, you know what, we don't need it. We have bigger companies to work with. You are causing us too much problem. It's easy for them to say that. So for me, I will follow the rules. And whereas I'm starting new, I'm going to follow the rules. Anyway, continue. This video is going to be a bit kind of little longish video. I don't want to bore you guys, but I know the guys that are interested, and the guys that are my number one fans that, you know, follow me over the years will be interested to watch this to the end. So thank you guys, thank you so much. I'm actually feeling good in myself. I came out in my, don't be distracted guys, I came out in a chain and my Jamaican shirt and stuff like that. I actually came out in this type of way to do some type of distraction, and the distraction wasn't because I want to show off a chain and shirt and stuff like that. It was to get your attention. Now that I get your attention, I can take it off and throw it away. The attention was to let you know, be proud of what you're doing. Don't be afraid. It is always in your best interest to do what you like and not what other people think you should like, because you will be at the workplace and wondering what the hell you're doing here because you're not interested. Okay? Back to what I was saying. Now, moving on. So I had a driver, a subscriber, a matter of fact, from another country, another Caribbean island, reach out to me and be like, oh, he was always on board, always doing trucking in the same Caribbean island that he live. He's doing trucking there, and he was one of my number one subscribers. I said to that driver, I said to him that, listen, I got your emails, I see your DMs, you know what I mean, I see your comments and stuff like that, but no worries, as soon as I get the opportunity to make something happen, I will make it happen, you know what I mean? But just stay on the same path, stay on the same route, and do what you're doing, and you know what I mean? And yeah, we will make it happen once the time is right. And I also went ahead and said, listen, as soon as I was about to apply for the work permit, because there are some things that you have to go through first before you can just come open a company and then get work permits. You have to be paying your taxes, you have to paying your employees, you know, you have to file in taxes, you have to make sure you're straight, you're right. And then you have to also generating the correct amount of revenue for them to see over the years how you've been growing or billing, so that they could say, you know what, I think you are worthy of getting work permits, because you are in the position now to pay the drivers, or to take care of the drivers or something. So they look through a bunch of stuff before they actually grant you. So I've been trying off work permit for some time, but I have to put in some work to make sure it worked. But when I was putting in the work, I was reaching out to people that was reaching out to me of wanting to come and work for the company, and said, you know what, prepare yourself, you know, man, you know what I mean? Line up yourself, get yourself ready, type of thing, just in case something happened. Because at the time, I don't want to tell anyone that yes, this is going to happen, and I know it's a lie. I'm not sure. Not lie. I know it takes some time. So, you know, sometimes when you tell someone that, listen, this is what I'm doing, that is what I'm doing, they will look forward for that time to come so that they can get the opportunity. And you don't want to leave any promises that, not that they can't keep it, but because, you know, it's going to take time. It's going to take time, so you want them to be ready but not dependent on you, right? So that's how I give the information. So that's a story just to let you know. Sometimes when you're getting ready, when someone tell you to get yourself ready, be prepared, this might happen, this may happen, you have to have the belief that it may happen for real. So you have to work on it, work on yourself, whatever you're doing. So to bring the story to you, to make it make more sense, so the driver reached out to me. No, when I actually getting closer to the permits, I mentioned to the driver that, listen, I'm getting closer to the permits and I want you to get yourself ready, because just in case we get them, then you're one of the guys I have on the list to, you know, give that opportunity to, because you were here from day one. And that's me. I like to keep my promises, right? Anyway, a year passed, or maybe a year and a half passed, and within that year and a half, you know, he may reach out to me maybe every 2 months or every 3 months and be like, Troy, I'm still here, just to let you know. I'm like, okay, don't worry, man, as soon as something come up, I will let you know. So he always try to keep me up to date. Then moving on to today, or moving on to when I sure I'm gonna get the permits now, I reach back out to all the drivers that I mentioned, that I reached out to before, and be like, listen, I think I'm getting close to the permits. Get yourself ready, because it seems like it's happening. Not too sure, but it seems like it's happening. After I did that, I realized that some guys hear me, but some was still skeptical, because this is coming like from 3 years. You can imagine someone telling you something for the past 3 years and you're not seeing anything. So, you know, you're still on that urge of wondering, should I even listen? Should I even pay attention to what's happening here? You know what I mean? So, that being said, the ones that do are here now. The ones that believe are here now. And the one that skeptical, which is not bad still. But what I'm saying is, the same driver reached out to me when the permit actually landed, and I reach out to him and be like, send me your details, send me your information, so I can get your name on these permits, right? So I put his name on one of the permits, and in the middle of doing that, he said to me, when everything is getting closer to actually go through our file, because it wasn't file, it was on the paper, he said, Troy, can you help me to pay these fees that I have to pay, and I work and pay you back? That is not bad. That is okay. But I was prompting or setting up this date to come from 3 years ago, and it wasn't much, you know, because it's a fee. Because I have to use like a, I'm gonna say lawyer, but it's actually a real, let's say lawyer. I have to use a lawyer to get these, because I didn't do those paperwork myself, and that person is gonna need pay. And yes, I paid from my side, but there are some funds that you would have to pay to her, which is, you know, because I get the permits and stuff. I pay for those permits and stuff and everything already. But to get the other paperwork done and stuff like that, she would need to, you know, be paid too. And also when you get here, I would have to put you back in school, because that's another thing I'm going to talk to you guys about. But the school in here is another like $5,000. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I would need to pay in between, and I can't take on that type of thing, to be honest to you. I'm not rich, you know what I mean? I'm just doing good for myself, but I'm not rich, and I can't. And it's so hard to take on some, because even though you're good within yourself and you go all out to make sure some of these guys can make it here and whatnot, they will still come and choose to go elsewhere, and that's where you lose, right? And that's something, that's a risk that, you know, most companies take, and I wouldn't be the first or the last company to take that type of risk and may lose within the process. But it's not going to be everyone, because some really onto something and really mean what they're going to do, especially the one that follow everything to actually, you know, be a part of this. So I'm not saying anything bad about the driver. I'm not, because when the opportunity come again, I'm going to put it over to him again. But what I'm trying to say is this: you have to, when there is something meaningful to you and you decide that this is what you want to do and you're interested in what's going on and this thing seems like it's going to come true, and the person said, listen, get yourself ready because you're going to need this and you're going to need that. Don't wait until the appointed time to be like, listen, I would want you to do this, I want you to do that type of thing. You know, really and truly, I can't take on so much pressure type of thing, you know what I mean? So it's sad, but I had to remove his name from the list and put someone else that was already ready. You know what I mean? So maybe I can give him another chance some other day. When you see this video, hope he's not feeling that in this video and be like, you know what, Troystarz, you know, it's just that I'm trying to highlight you. I'm trying to explain to you that, you know, when you want something, you have to be ready. You know what I mean? Because you are the same person that tell me you lost a lot of money through agencies and stuff that you paid money to and stuff like that. You know, I understand that part, because there's a lot of people that really pay money to basically scammers because they didn't get through type of thing. My thing now, I have a reputation to keep, which maybe you don't even know that, but I send all the necessary documents for you to see that this thing here is legit, right? And based on the timing that I use and how long it take me to get here, it should give you some type of motivation or some type of, I don't know what that word is, but yeah, that word. When I look at my expenses in terms of getting the drivers ready here, it's gonna be a lot. So I couldn't take on that type of pressure, you know what I mean? Even though it's something good, but there are other people that is ready. And I just bring this up to let you know, sometimes you will basically leave behind when you're not fully prepared. And this come back to the trucking school. This come back to education. This come back to your determination of getting to where you want to get. You have to be ready. You have to be prepared. Yes, you're gonna leave behind. And getting left behind is not that is bad, but what it meant or what it mean is be ready next time, you know. So that's all I'm saying. But big up yourself, the driver. You know who I'm talking about. You know where you're at. I'm just putting this video out just to let you know you were on the list, but I had to do what I had to do because, you know, I realized that you weren't ready yet, right? But that's fine. And I could easily call you or message you and said this, what I'm saying now. But I wanted to do it on the video to open other people's eyes and mind too, because maybe it's happening elsewhere too. And you're not the only person, but you're the only person that I reach out to, right? And I bring this video up because I don't want when you saw this video and be like, oh, try get a permit, and he promised me that he was gonna put me. I did what I was supposed to do. You're the one that wasn't ready, but next time you will. Continue. Now, I don't want this video to be too long. I know it's extremely long already, but I'm gonna cut it short just to make sure I'm in the right lining for you guys. Now I have my driver here. I'm gonna put in some videos in. Maybe you saw the video before this, or you're gonna see it after. Maybe I played it in the end or before. But one of the driver came up, and I went to the airport to meet him, you know, to start the video there, to be like, you know what, Troystarz Trucking, you know what I mean, come, you know, but because of timing and I had some stuff to do, so when he got here, I didn't get the chance to actually go to the airport to actually see him. That was one of my, I wanted to do it, you know what I mean, but I didn't get the chance to meet him at the airport. But I took him to the trucking school. I get him ready, I sign him up, I pay off the school fee already. You know what I mean? I have the other half to pay. You know what I mean? I'm just paying it in stages. I'm not going to pay everything one time, you know what I mean? Because it's the 6th week out of schooling. I have a vlog that I was doing. Hopefully that vlog came out right. I'm going to put it on screen so you guys can see what was happening. You know what I mean? I put him into the school, get him ready. And I'm also going to talk about the school, why I chose that school, and why I want them to learn more from Jamaica before they got here, because it will be easier and cheaper for me, type of thing, you know what I mean? And in terms of the time and stay, because you know when the drivers get here, you have to make sure they are, you know, get somewhere for them. Not that you're going to be the one responsible. You're going to be the one responsible maybe for the coming here and getting ready and stuff, but after maybe a month or two, they're going to be going on their own in terms of paying their own rent, paying their own bills and stuff like that type of thing. But you have to get them ready so that, you know, because you're the one sending for them and they're coming up. So that type of thing. So you don't want to, you have to be ready, you have to be prepared. You can't, you know what I mean? So it's kind of tough. But we're looking at the brighter picture. We're looking at what's supposed to come from this. You know what I mean? So Troystarz Trucking, like I said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a to be continued video. Thank you for your time span. Thank you for taking the time out to listen. You know, you guys, you know, you should follow me on Instagram at Troystarz, right? At Troystarz. So just a little, not recap, but just what's going on, because I know you guys also want to know what was going on with that time that you were off, that we didn't see you, that you were lost, that you disappeared, that you run away, whatever you got, MIA, whatever you have in mind where I was. So this is it. I was there. Yeah, I was there. All of that excitement, tell you that, yeah, I was here. But not only that, I just want to let you guys know, I know I'm doing a little small photography event, wedding type of thing. So I'm a photographer now. So just in case you're planning on getting married and you want a good, nice photographer to be at your wedding, you can check out my bookings to see. You can try to book with me to see if you can get a slot in. You know what I mean? I can send you over my prices and stuff. You look into it. If it's not suitable for you, then I understand. But I'm doing my photography business now. It's a small thing that I start on the side because, like I said, all my trucks are occupied now. So I have to find something else that I like to do in the process. So I do events, you know, like taking pictures of parties, you know what I mean, you know, dance all type of thing, you know what I mean, little wedding so and so. But I need to do a wedding page differently because I don't want to put the wedding pictures on my picture page because it don't really look professional type of thing. But you know what I mean, I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. Take time. You know, so you can check out that page. It's on, you can check the website out. The website is called Stars with a Z Image. Stars Image, the website. You can go on Google Maps and type in you can go on Chrome, Google, and type in Stars Image. My picture page will come up. You can see my work that I do, and you can tell me, you know, what's happening, if it makes sense, what I'm doing, if I need to put a career down, whatever, you know what I mean. Give me a comment. And you can follow the Instagram page too at Stars Image. at Stars Image. You can follow the Instagram. It's a black and white picture type of thing on the front page, so you can follow me there. And what else I'm doing? So the other stuff that I'm doing is I also have a Airbnb in Nova Scotia. So if you guys or family or friends or whatnot want to take a trip to Nova Scotia and you want somewhere to relax, to be comfortable, you know what I mean, to lay back and with a 2-bedroom, nice kitchen, big hallway, like not hallway, but big living room, you know what I mean? Everything at your fingertip, record player, CD, everything that you need is at that Airbnb. So if you're coming into Nova Scotia, Canada, you can check out my Airbnb. That Airbnb is called Stars at Night. So Stars at Night. You can find me on Verbo, you can find me on Airbnb, you can find me on booking.com. Just type in Stars at Night. You can use the Stars AT Night, or you can use the Stars at, you know, that at night, and you will see me so on any of those websites. So you will see my Airbnb, and we'll talk more about that. We will get into that in a couple of videos also. So I will walk you through what's happening. So I'm not only at trucking only. I'm trying to expand type of thing. So thank you guys for tuning in. You know, it's a boy Troystarz Trucking, and like I said, thank for your time. Thank you for, you know, listening to me. You know what I mean, and it's a great feeling to be here again. Share the video, you know what I mean, comment, let me know what's happening, tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm right, what I'm doing, and, you know, try to encourage me, give me more encouragement to come on board again with another video. Like I said again, Troystarz Trucking, peace, thanks, bless, keep a good one in.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.